Welcome to the YouTube channel Just Information. I hope you all are fine. Today we will learn Class 8 Science Chapter Part 3. In this we will learn about chemistry, about neutrons. How was neutrons discovered? So, Rutherford was the first scientist to predict the existence of neutrons in an atom, and it was discovered by James Chadwick by bombarding beryllium nucleus with alpha particles. So the setup of his discovery was like this, like a pencil shape. Like this, there was a pencil shape. After that, this was the beryllium and this was the source of alpha particles, means A particles. After that, this was this rectangle shape type. This was called paraffin wax block. Paraffin wax block. This was the spring type. Here in this square there was detector of charged particles. Detector of charged particles. After that, A particles, means alpha particles. A particles was there. Neutrons that have no charge, and here proton with positive charge. This was the whole structure. So during an experiment, it was found that when alpha particles bombard beryllium nuclei, some radiation was observed. This radiation was found to be undeviated in an electric field. So the earlier scientists thought that this radiation could be magnetic radiation, and Chadwick repeated the experiment, and he allowed the invisible radiation to fall on the paddle wheel. After that, he replaced a paddle wheel here, and when the paddle wheel rotated, he saw the motion in the paddle wheel. So he argued the invisible radiation should consist of some particles, and as these particles are not deviated in the electric field, they should be neutral particles. He called these neutral particles as neutrons. Next was, after invention, the mass and coulombs of neutrons were remaining. So mass of nearly equal to the mass of hydrogen atom was, first in gram, was 1.6725 multiplied by 10 raised to minus 24 gram, and in kilogram 1.6725 multiplied by 10 raised to minus 27 kilogram, and 1.00866 AMU means atomic mass unit was there. Now charge in coulombs was 0 because neutrons have no charge, they have 0 charge. Next, this was the discovery of neutrons. Now we will see thrill in store 2. So we have seen earlier atoms are so minute that nobody has either seen them or photographed them clearly even to this day. But it is amazing to find volumes of books about atoms. In modern times, the probe into the atom started around 100 years ago when there was no advanced technology and equipment. So, can you say how the scientists could peep into peep into an atom 100 years ago in spite of the handicaps? So, answer in thrill in store 2 is the positively charged particles in proton which stays within the nucleus. The negatively charged particle is electron and the particle with no charge is neutron. I hope you've understood everything in this video. Now the next topic is Dalton's atomic theory of atom. In 1808, John Dalton, a British physicist and chemist, put forward his theory of atoms. He was guided by the laws of chemical combinations and observations about chemical reactions. So, the main postulates of Dalton's atomic theory are: first postulate was composition of matter. Matter is made up of very tiny particles. These tiny particles are called atom. Second, indivisibility of atom. Atoms are indivisible, they cannot be further broken down. Third, invincibility of atom. Atoms can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction and cannot be converted into that of another element. Fourth, atoms of similar and dissimilar elements. All the atoms of an element are identical in all respects. Atoms of different elements are different and have different mass, size and properties. For example, atoms of hydrogen element are identical in all respects. Atoms of hydrogen and oxygen elements are different from each other in all respects. Fifth, combination of atoms. Atoms of different elements combine in a simple whole ratio to form compound atoms. Atoms of some elements can be combined in more than one ratio to form more than one compound. 6. Role of atom in a chemical reaction. Atom is the smallest particle of matter that takes part in the chemical reaction. Next is Dalton's atomic theory and modern atomic theory. First, Dalton's atomic theory. Atoms are indivisible and indestructible. But modern atomic theory says atoms are divisible and destructible. Second Dalton's atomic theory was an atom is the smallest indivisible particle of an element. But modern atomic theory is atoms are divisible, consisting of subatomic particles like protons, electrons and neutrons. Third Dalton's atomic theory is atoms of the same element are alike in all respects and differ from atoms of other elements. But modern atomic theory says that Atoms of the same element may not be alike in all respects as seen in the case of isotopes, which are atoms of the same element having the same atomic number but different mass numbers. The modern atomic theory, however, correlates with Dalton's atomic theory in the fact that atom is the smallest unit of matter taking part in a chemical reaction and in a given compound. The relative number and kind of atoms is a constant. I hope you have understood everything. First, now we will learn laws of chemical combination. First law is law of conservation of mass. The total mass of the products in chemical reactions are equal to the total mass of the reactant. Second, laws of definite means constant proportion. A pure compound always contains a definite or constant proportion of elements with regards to mass, irrespective of the method of preparation. Third, law of multiple proportions. The different masses of the one of the elements which combine separately with a fixed mass to the fixed mass of the other elements bear a simple ratio when two or more elements combine to form more than one compound. I hope you have understood every point from starting to now. For any queries and doubt, you can join the Telegram link given in the description of this video. In next part, we will learn more things. Till that, thank you for watching. Thank you.